everybody, and welcome to my 5th anime quickie. It's been a while since I shot off a movie review, so I figured now's the time. What? Oh, are you wondering why I have stuff drawn on my face? Now this is the point where I'm supposed to give you a very good reason as to why, but I really don't have one. I was literally lining my eyes with my eyeliner and was like, I wonder, and I started to draw on my face. I really am that kind of special. But that's why you like me, right? The correct answer is yes. This quickie is dedicated to S Fighter 991, and today's quickie is
the time, the near future, the place, the most advanced civilization on the planet, the occasion, a celebration of progress and technology. Prepare yourself for Metropolis, the most spectacular anime in motion picture history. Directed by Rintaro, the celebrated director of Galaxy Express 999. Written by Katsuhiro Otomo, creator of the breakthrough feature Akira, and based on the classic manga by the godfather of Japanese animation, Osamu Tezuka. TriStar Pictures proudly presents a futuristic vision where robots have evolved, but mankind has a long way to go.
Metropolis. This anime was released on May 26th of 2001 and runs for 113 minutes. It cost $14.5 million to make and made just under $96 million in gross revenue. I would call that a success. The movie is loosely based off the 1949 manga, created by the late Osamu Tezuka, which was originally inspired by the 1927 German film of the same name. So really it was like people developing another person's idea and making it grow and develop into what it is now. I do hope it was all done in good taste though and nobody was stealing from each other. And I like to think the best of people, so I'm not going to look it up just in case. I'm just going to go, yes, they did everything within the proper bounds of doing the things that you do when you take somebody's idea and make it your own, and yeah, that. I'll start off by saying this is a good movie. Its animation was top of the line in its time. Now, I own this movie, and I have owned it since it was new, so this was before DVDs took over. That's right, I own it on VHS. Metropolis is a futuristic movie where humans and robots coexist uneasily. The people hate robots because robots pretty much took all the jobs away, so most people are now unemployed. Here, I'll read the back of the movie for you because it sums up the story pretty well and it kind of does the work for me. Brace yourself for a totally new experience in cutting-edge animation, based off the classic comic created by Osamu Tezuka, who did Astro Boy, written by Japanese anime legend Katsuhiro Otomo, who did Akira, and directed by Rintaro, who did Galaxy Express 999, Metropolis is a spectacular film featuring stunning imagery and unforgettable characters. In the industrial tri-level world of Metropolis, Duke Red is a powerful leader with plans to unveil a highly advanced robot named Tima. But Duke Red's violent son Rock distrusts robots and intends to find and destroy Tima. Lost in the confusing labyrinth beneath Metropolis, Tima is beginning a friendship with a young nephew of a Japanese detective. But when Duke Red separates the two innocents, Tima's life and the fate of the universe are dangerously at stake. Now, for anyone who hasn't seen this movie, I do want to remind you that the cutting-edge technology and animation that they're talking about is now 10 years old. The animation does have the old school feel to it, obviously, but I think it still stands strong to today's animation. If they were to remaster it and give it some brighter colors and stuff like that, I think it would do well in today's animation world. Now, to be absolutely honest, I haven't seen this movie in about 8 years. I went to pop it in and watch it before doing this review to get a refresher. But I haven't used my VCR in years, and it turns out it's broken. Sad face. How am I meant to old school it if my old school equipment is broken? Now, from what I do remember and the refresher clips that I watched on YouTube just to get it fresh in my mind, I kind of remember the plot being a little confusing. Like, Rock's character seems like a character that you should root for, at least on paper. But he does come off as the bad guy of the story. But if you put yourself in his shoes, it kind of makes sense why he's doing what he's doing. So I don't really consider him a bad guy, but he is the bad guy. And I remember really wanting to like him, but Tima being a robot and him trying to destroy robots and Tima being the main character, you just can't see him to be a good guy. This does show some really good emotion as well. The soundtrack consists of New Orleans jazz type music. Something to mention though, the song I Can't Stop Loving You, performed by Ray Charles, was used as most of the audio in one of the more climatic scenes. But this song was never added to the soundtrack. I always hated it when they left songs that were in the movie off the soundtrack. I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, I do suggest you do. I feel it's one of those movies that everyone should see at least once. Oh, and if there is anyone out there who hasn't seen this and is planning to go and watch it, once you've seen it, let me know how it fares in today's anime's world. I'm interested to know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye! But the Duke read... I don't like to read aloud. My tongue rolls and I mess it up every time. But Duke Red's violent son Rock distrusts robots and intends to find and destroy Tima. See what happens? My lips, they don't work.